One of the biggest challenges for businesses is getting out there and getting links back to your website. It takes a lot of work. You can, guest post. You can be featured in articles. You can, find other people writing in your industry on social media. There's a lot of different ways, but it's still not that easy. You have to contact them, and you have to go through a lot of steps and also be accepted as a guest blog poster. But in addition to that, that's a great way to get links back to your website and improve your search engine optimization. But another easier source that can be used in conjunction with blog posting and other sources of link building is help a reporter out. This is a great way to be a subject matter expert in your industry for reporters and bloggers that are looking for people to be featured in their articles. So you can see, you can be a journalist and you can submit ideas. Major news outlets use this to find ideas or to find sources on certain articles on a certain subject. So say they're writing an article on where they need an expert in, an expert lawyer or something. So they could post a request on Help a Reporter Out and find experts in the industry. So you can be a source for those articles. You can actually get emails every day that tells you, what people are looking for. You can see topics that you would be a good source for, and usually most of those articles will also publish a link back to your website as an expert, or at least your social media profiles. Whatever they link to, it's going to improve your search engine optimization, and it's good to get your name out there as an expert. So depending on the source you're featured in, also you can include that on your website as seen on or published on, things like that. So it really gives you a lot of authority in your industry. So you just register. All you have to do is register for it. And then you can choose what emails you receive. I'll go over those real quick in a bit. They'll send you an email 3 times a day. You can see the times right here. And then those are Eastern time. So I have an email by the time I wake up. I'm Pacific time. And then, shortly after, there's another one. And then you just send a pitch, just make sure you make a good pitch and include answer all the questions, be thorough, and make it quality. And there's a likelihood that you could be picked up. Now you're not going to get picked up for absolutely every one, and that's okay. You'll get picked up by a percentage of them, probably 20 to 50% of the time, which is still pretty good. You can get some really good links out of that. And regardless, if you don't get a good link out of it, you might get some good ideas for your own blog, kind of morph the idea into something that you could write on and help people about. So if you sign up for Harrow, you just click the sign up button. And this is completely free. You don't have to pay anything. So you just, name, email address, company, and then you have a profile that you'll actually fill out with all the details. So once you sign up, you end up with a Help a Reporter Out account like this, and you can choose if you're a reporter or a source. But you just put your information in there, the company, your name, company, your location, and then if you're a reporter, if you're looking for a blog or something like that, and you could look for sources, you can also fill out that section. If not, don't worry about it. And then this is the most important part right here, the preferences for the emails you get. So you can actually choose the sources, things that you're interested in and that are you're likely to be the expert in. So, if you're a sporting goods company or something like that, then you could get the sports email. Anybody who are looking for sports, sports or health or anything like that, right there. Energy and green tech, you can get all these. So I mostly focus on business and finance and high tech, and then I also receive some other ones. And there are a lot of lists that aren't quite active. You can see these ones that are grayed out. They're still working on getting those topics active. So 3 times a day you'll receive an email that match these topics. So I receive a general email, a high-tech email, a business and finance email, and then of course the master HARO list, which is pretty much everything out there that they have a request on. So I'll get these 3 times a day and I can review them, and you just get them Monday through Friday. Some holidays you don't get them also. So then you fill out all your details and that's it. You'll receive this email 3 times a day. Okay, so I'll get an email like this every day, 3 times a day. This is the high-tech queries afternoon edition. So there's a morning edition, afternoon edition, and an evening edition, and you'll see it has an index of the inquiries people are making. Now this is quite a sparse one. There's only 2, but usually there's quite a few. Sometimes there can be up to 40, so depending on the one you're looking at. Like this is high tech. Let's look at another one. So this one is business and finance, and you'll see there's 17. So there's quite a few, and you just look through the topics. You can see the topic and then who's requesting it. Some of them are anonymous. Those could potentially be big sources, big news sources. So you just look at the topics. If there's anything that interests you, you can click on it and it'll bring you down to that part of the email, and it gives you a little summary. That's again just the title, who is sending that request, what category it is, and there's an email address in each one. Each email address is unique for each query that is made. So you can see the media outlet, and each one has a deadline that they need it by. For HARO, you want to reply as soon as possible. The earlier you reply, the better chances your pitch will get accepted. So you really want to reply, or at least attempt to apply, within an hour. So then it'll have a query. So, it'll kind of describe what they're looking for, questions that they want answered, things like that. And then if there's any requirements, they'll also include that. So if you want to respond to one, you just click on the link and it'll compose an email, and then you create the subject, link back the subject a little bit to what the topic is, and then you can write an email. I always greet the person by name, so hi Keisha, and then I put in my pitch in there, and then I also make sure to include my name, my position, my company, my website, and then some of them will request a headshot. So if they request that, make sure you're not attaching your headshot in here. That it doesn't tend to go through very well in HARO, so always make sure you upload it to a service online, and then just share a link in here to your headshot. Don't actually attach the headshot. That won't come through to the reporter, and they're not going to ask you for a headshot again. They're just going to reject you if it doesn't come through. So you want to make sure that you foresee anything like that, and do whatever you can to make the reporter's job as easy as possible for accepting you. The easier it is to accept your pitch, the more likely you are to get accepted, and you can get some great links this way. You'll get links back to your website, and you'll also be out there as an expert on other blogs. A lot of times you're featured with a lot of other blog posts, but that's okay. Every little bit counts as long as it's quality material, which this is a way to get yourself into quality articles with other big names, and to really get featured as somebody who's an expert in your industry. So once you do that and send them, sometimes the reporter will get back to you, sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll tell you you're going to be featured in a certain article. Other times they won't. So you really just kind of have to, I tend to Google my name to see if I've been featured in any articles, company name also, just to make sure, because I like to keep track of where I'm featured in case anything changes in the future. So I have a a running spreadsheet of articles that I've been featured in case I need to contact them down the road for anything. I know exactly where links are to my website for the most part. There's probably lots I don't know about, but I keep track the best I can. So go out there and make sure you sign up for a HARO account. It's a really great way to get featured and get backlinks to your website. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. Now that you've checked out an Exprance video to help you expand your small business online presence, be sure to subscribe so you can watch more videos as they come out. Or you can check out the ebook that will help you grow your email list without even having a website in case you don't have one. Or you could check out another video.